President Donald Trump is in deal-making mode when it comes to his new tariffs. Hours ahead of implementing 25% tariffs on Mexican and Canadian products, Trump is pressing pause for both countries. The president says he is delaying tariffs for 1 month while working with Mexico and Canada. But China, facing a 10% levy, appears to be left out of the conversation.
I don't think we're seeing anything like that between the US president and the Chinese president. And so I think the case would be made that the Chinese are simply not making the same quote unquote deal that the Mexicans are. And that will be the distinction.
In Mexico, the deal is that they're sending 10,000 service members to the US-Mexico border. For China, Trump is slapping the nation with 10% tariffs over fentanyl trafficking. A spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry says the fentanyl issue is a pretext. They say China firmly deplores and opposes this move and will take necessary countermeasures to defend its legitimate rights and interests.
Really, we're seeing whether this type of threat actually works to get more international cooperation. Many diplomats will tell you that's actually not the right way to get people to cooperate with you, but we're going to see some action, at least as of today, on the southern border.
In a translated statement from China's Ministry of Commerce, China says the unilateral imposition of tariffs by the United States seriously violates the rules of the World Trade Organization. China will file a lawsuit with the WTO. The Peterson Institute's Mary Lovely tells us U.S. Section 301 gives Trump a clearer path for tariffs on China, but only by U.S. standards.
All of this is probably going to be found not consistent with WTO rules. Even the 301 tariffs last time were found to not be consistent with WTO rules, as many people expected. China's retaliation were also found to be inconsistent with WTO rules. So again, none of this is happening by the book, so to speak.
Given that, though, the WTO threat lacks teeth since both countries have been here before.
President Trump has a history of having lots of reasons to like tariffs. He doesn't necessarily stay to one. We, in some sense, are thinking about this as the first wave. There will be more, perhaps. He did, on the campaign trail, promise tariffs of up to 60% on China. So certainly the 10% could be seen as a down payment on that. On the other hand, I think his team will learn by the reaction to the tariffs and to today's announcement to suspend the tariffs. And we may see a moderation in that love of tariffs as we move forward.
Trump said Sunday anybody that's against tariffs is controlled by China. He said, will there be some pain? Yes, maybe, and maybe not. But we will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price that must be paid. I'm Simone Del Rosario for SAN. The news on tariffs is changing by the hour. Download the Straight Arrow News app and enable notifications so you don't miss any critical updates.